Good morning. Originally, I was going to present a Aesop's fable on Thursday. That was going to be a Thirsty Thursday offering, followed by a Freaky Friday where my computer just wouldn't seem to allow me to function. So I took a rest, and now we're on Satiated Saturday. But I wanted to start this honoring of some ancient storytelling with just 3 crow dives to begin. So if you're watching and willing to join in, no matter when this might be, whatever day of the week it is, I invite you. You don't have to strip down to fancy underwear. You could just stand or sit and bring your palms together in front of your heart. Allow yourself to find where you are in this breath. And remember that culture will always be moving faster than the political systems. Culture will always move faster than research. So us moving our paradigm forward takes lots of us, all of us, to stand up and stand up against hate, cruelty, atrocities. So in this crow dive, we're just going to push our palms together. Center yourself and breathe into where you are in this breath. And as you take an inhale, spread your wings, take them out as far as you can, reach them up, uneven as that was, and take the heads up high, 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 high. And then exhale, bend the knees and fold. If you're in a chair, just fold over your seated legs. You're going to touch the ground, grace it with whatever awareness you have of the land you're standing on. I'm standing on a lonely land. And bring the heart up as if that's the sunrise itself. Exhale, fold, press into the feet, reverse your swan dive, come up slowly, seal the hands to the heart. Yes, you just have 2 more of those. So whatever's in your heart, make space for it, reach to the sun, thank the clouds, the whatever is there. Winter might be snowing on you, rain might be falling, sun might be shining, and then your next exhale, fall down and fold. And whatever you touch the ground with, even if your hands don't touch the ground, you're planting a seed of precious awareness. Bring your heart forward. That's the nutrients that you give that seed, and then exhale, fold deeper yet. 1 more. One last crow dive, please. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Inhale, open your arms. Believe in your beautiful heart. Exhale, fold. Bow with humility. Bring the spine up. Exhale, fold, and come up slowly. Ooh, I thought that might warm me up. I couldn't quite do this in the kinder garden, but here we are. So, welcome to Ken's Kinder Garden. I had really, I gotta put a shirt on now. It's kind of chilly. If it had been Thirsty Thursday, I would have tried to stay out of it, but who needs a half-naked Mr. Rogers in the neighborhood? It is a beautiful day in this neighborhood. I know. I hope it's more beautiful each day that we do this work. So I have had some insights that keep coming to me, probably more than I could ever convey in this short little offering. One is, as we all are, who isn't? I hope everyone's doing their work. We're just having a chance to really breathe into what we can do in this moment. So I wrote a description. I was going to follow it a little bit better, but budget cuts, camera's not working. What I'm going to offer is a more personal version of Aesop's fables, crow metaphor. And just in case you have something, I'm going to keep this at my altar between now and if and when I do a next Kinder Garden offering. But basically what I got here is, this isn't quite a jar, but imagine if our courageous crow had only this much water and couldn't quite get the beak down there. And I'm going to actually bless the pebbles that I have here with a powerful crow. I guess this could be a raven feather, but there were some feathers that I found along a hike. So I'm just going to bless these with crow energy and take the wisdom, the perspective they get. You know what crows do? Crows teach their young ones to stay away from haters. Wow. But they keep an eye on them, huh? So anyways, we're going to take for every act of kindness, for every time we do something that helps the world be a brighter place, anytime it's even resting and letting our light find its way for ourselves, we're going to let one little pebble step in. And as we, oops, that one didn't work, huh? I was afraid that that would happen. I'll have to fix that, huh? And hopefully over time, just like a piggy bank or something else where you're putting small little things to help rise the level or vibrations up. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck on the second time. Measure your pebbles carefully. Maybe you'll find something like this just to place on your altar. Or maybe you'll do a nice little, go out and get boba. Take the boba out, and each time have an act of kindness. Put it back in, one boba at a time. Take a while, but hopefully you'll get no ice in your boba. I know that gardens require fallowing, and that means to rest. If you know the Braiding Sweetgrass book, it is a really powerful book of indigenous wisdom meets modern science botany and how they coexist. And for now, what I'm offering myself and those that have watched is that I'm planting the seeds. I was surprised that since the early October, when I decided that I would just spend a short little time, I didn't want to put too much of my already busy schedule into a short little podcast like this, but I wanted these to be the pebbles that I leave for someone someday to look at. It hopefully will stand the test of time. Otherwise, there will be others that continue to do this. When I think of the original kind of pokey energy that came through recently in my own being, I wanted to bring kindness forward with an edge, and my intention remains there. I just know that, like the crow, as it grows wiser, maybe knows the size of the pebbles to put in their jar, that there comes a time where you realize that that pokiness is actually doing self some harm too. So I am going to follow my great Aunt Shirley's wisdom, and she would go to Lake Erie and collect beach glass. And she's shared over the years the beauty of meditating on that, thinking this glass was once sand that we humans turned into glass, and then it somehow broke down. But then nature takes it and then revisits it and softens those edges, right? This isn't beach glass, but it is rounded edges. And if this were to be in the ocean, even the pokey part of the heart would eventually get rounded, but it would still be the heart. So I am looking forward to continuing my weekly yoga classes. I am looking forward to hosting smaller groups in the new year. I am looking forward to deepening the naked yoga community here in Oakland. There's so much to do. There's so many ways that we can drop these pebbles into the water and rise the vibration so others can drink. I promised myself that these check-ins would be under 10 minutes, and I look up at the clock and I go, oh, I covered 9 minutes already. I want to do one last seated crow dive with you. And as you hold this in your heart, if you really want to just make an intention and think of a pristine pebble that you're going to drop into the clearest pool of water. And as it kerplops, think of the ripple effects that come out of your heart. And you're going to inhale, take those ripples out into the world, circle them up, and just come into giving yourself a huge hug here. Now, I made these videos because they have some pokey, subversive content. They're not really made for kids, but if you're an adult and you feel inspired to share Aesop's fables or your own version of what we can learn from storytelling, I hope there are ways. I said hope more than breath today. I remain really courageously crow-oriented that we are doing what we need to do here. I went over my 10 minutes. I'm going to send you some love. I'll give you a little puppy dog love too. Sibo, sleep, joy. Very, very happy with their walks before I checked in. I'm tickling you with this knowledge that you too can do some amazing things for the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is, I think, my 29th video, but 28th or 29th. It may be a while before I step forward in this format as a kinder garden tender, but trust that I'm doing other things, and you know where to find me if you should want to check in. From my heart to yours, from my kinder garden to yours, I am enough. There is enough. And whenever that Klanesque hatred or negativity comes your way, you can always say, that's enough. Until next time, mwah. From the kinder garden to your kinder garden with love.